Procurement is a major activity in any government. In the Philippines, an annual average of more than 120 billion worth of goods and services are acquired through government procurement processes. This accounts for 15% of the country's annual budget. Procurement plays an essential role in delivering all Philippine government priorities, from free medicines for public hospitals to ammunition for the military. Letter of Instruction Number 755 established the Procurement Service Office in 1978 for the efficient operation of the government-wide procurement system for commonly used supplies, materials, and equipment required by all government agencies.
It was actually the first honest-to-goodness move to reform public procurement. The procurement service natin has been mandated by the law to implement an integrated procurement system for the government for all common use supplies. All government agencies, from the national government units to local government units to government corporations, even down to the barangays and public schools. Lahat ng mga ito are required to purchase their common use supplies.
We do advanced planning now. So, for example, for next year, 2016, we're planning out the entire bidding process this year. So we're looking at the entire quantities and setting the targets already. So for next year, we're aiming at about 11 billion pesos. We want the PS Philippines to be able to cater to all government agencies with the hope that agencies buy from the PS Philippines not because the law mandates them to buy, but because they actually see the value of buying from PS and the added value that we give and service that we give.
Since then, PS PhilJeps has been the one-stop shop for public procurement. Its services include price monitoring, bidding, purchasing, inspection and quality control, warehousing and distribution activities, and aiding government agencies in their purchase of their unique requirements. For the year 2014 alone, the PS has acquired 2.2 billion pesos worth of common supplies and equipment. Currently, it stocks 181 common supplies and equipment in its main office at Paco, Manila, and in multiple depots located all over the country. The PS PhilJeps has also acquired materials like radio and TV broadcast equipment for the National Broadcasting Network, combat uniforms and ordnance items for the AFP and PNP, hospital equipment, supplies and medicines for the DOH, firefighting equipment and supplies for the Bureau of Fire Protection, X-ray machines and scanners for the Office of Transportation Security, surveying equipment for the DPWH, requirements for the APEC, tractors for the Department of Agrarian Reform, trucks for the Department of Agriculture, patrol jeeps for the PNP, and various motor vehicles. Special purpose vehicles like ambulance, prisoners' vans, rubber boats, and personal carriers for various agencies. Purchasing from the Procurement Service assures agencies of austerity. PS PhilJeps buys in bulk with volume discounts from primary sources. Value for money. Items are DTI approved and subject to quality inspection. Accessibility and convenience. Direct orders may be made to the PS. Regional offices and LGUs may buy items 36% lower than market price. Delivery by the Procurement Service is free for offices within Metro Manila. Costs are added to deliveries in the depots. Orders are guaranteed to be delivered within 5 to 10 days or less. Agencies may also pick up the requirements from the PS warehouse and depots.
In addition to make the experience a better experience with PS, we have set up a retail store that all the products are displayed, and at a discount, they can just pick the goods and pay for it. So before, that used to be 20 minutes, now in 5 minutes, it's done. But I think now, when the agency the actual goods, then they're able to appreciate the products that they buy, as opposed to just seeing it in a piece of paper or in a computer screen. Now when they see it, they can touch it, they can look at it, and they see that we really buy products that are good quality.
As the PS PhilJeps' new initiative to facilitate the timely acquisition of common goods, the retail store was made operational. In the retail store, various agencies and LGUs can actually see and purchase items and goods for smaller quantities that they require for their respective operations. Almost all items, from fasteners, cleaning implements, and even electronic tablets can be purchased through the retail store by following 6 simple steps. 1. Verification. Agency submits APR Form 01 and the retail store supervisor validates APR Form 01. 2. Selling area. Agency picks the items. 3. Processing. Agency proceeds to the counter. The customer service assistant encodes items ordered and prepares the OR. 4. Payment. Agency proceeds to the cashier for payment. 5. Packing. Store assistant checks and packs the items. 6. Releasing. Agency receives the items in releasing area.
To cater to the entire government, we have to level up. One of the goals is transparency. We put a lot of information in the web page because we believe that if we give a lot of information to the public, then they can make proper decisions. And we're nothing to hide. So, we have total volumes of what we bought, how much do we buy, what is happening in the bidding. It's all posted in the website. The bidding process is spread out, are very reasonable. We only ask the minimum documentations. So it's very, very easy to join a public bidding with the PS Philgeps. We're trying to develop partnerships with the suppliers. We want to let you know that we want to listen to you, we want to hear you out, and to be able to make your experience with the PS Philgeps one that is efficient, fair, and professional.
From the time it gets bidded out to the time we deliver, up to the time it gets received and accepted, up to the time we get paid, yun, sobrang bilis as compared to before. I would encourage all other vendors, merchants who are present here to participate on bids being conducted by Philgeps.
There's predictability because the rules and guidelines and policies are made very clear to all suppliers. There's transparency. Every time the agency makes a decision, it's properly explained. And consistency. Simply, you want to be sure that all suppliers are treated the same way, following the same rules and guidelines.
Probably one thing I can note is the alignment in terms of our business and their business. The revenue numbers are there, making sure that government buys their products the right way and getting the right price and the right product. I'm a taxpayer and I really want to make sure that wherever my tax goes, is that it's spent wisely and spent the right way. So as a citizen, I encourage you also to use the system.
I think this is the new proceeding of the PSP ship will be beneficial both for the government and also the supplier. Dealing with PS is a very large, big opportunity for your business to develop, to grow, because the market is very extensive, very big. You are representing a big portion of the consumer market, that's government, and this is a very potential market for anybody, any businessman. If they are doing in the supply business.
Talagang malaking tulong siya na makikita ko kahit ako pumunta man ako sa isang agency and then makikita ko yung produkto ko. I would be proud that Procurement Service did that for us. At the same time na merong partnership, ando doon yung develop yung partnership namin. When it comes to electric program, wala akong problem. It's very dependable when it comes to account settlement. Procurement Service, nag-unique kami talaga. We really thank Procurement Service for that.
If you are a vendor with the right intent, really making sure that your services and products gets delivered to the right government agencies, the DBMPS process, or the working with DBMPS, I would say, is the easiest thing, one of the easiest engagements that Microsoft ever did. In fact, this consignment agreement or this framework that we have with DBMPS is something that we just don't talk about it internally, but we talk about externally, even to the other Microsoft organizations outside of the Philippines, something that they can replicate and they can follow by really looking at the government agency that really leads the way for transparent procurement.
We want to be able to show that since government has a policy to go renewable, then we have to put that into action. And that is why at PS PhilGems, we decided that we have to go solar. So now we have 20% of the consumption of this building is by solar energy, so renewable. We believe that the number one asset of any organization are the people. And we have to take care of the people. And we do this by having a better work environment and by capacity building. So we send them to 5S trainings, supply chain management, and IT capacity building.
The savings and efficiencies can be generated by an improved procurement system are vastly efficient that President Benigno Aquino III himself has issued Administrative Order Number 17, calling on all government agencies to utilize the procurement service for procurement of common requirements and the PhilJeps for posting of public bid information and activities. Undeniably, the convenience of procuring common office agency goods holds true through the procurement service and the PhilJeps.